Secret Society is the first work completely and exclusively produced by the band. We think it's the best present Europe could give to the band itself as well as to its die-hard fans after 23 years. What was your feelings in finally having full control on your work, and which is the main advantage of the self-production?
Well, we didn't know if we could, we didn't know how we would turn out, but we're very, very happy now. We didn't know how we would be as producers, but we knew we had a lot of experience. And everybody's been working on so many albums. So we were confident to do it. But we said, we can only do this if we choose the best people to work with. So our smart plan was to pick the best engineers to record the drums and the bass and the guitar. So that's perfect. And then we would produce and do the vocals and keyboards and work on that ourselves. And then we would mix it with one of the best people around that's more modern in the sound and everything. So it was a plan, and it worked, and that's why we're so happy now to do promotion for this, because we were lucky as well. Everything came together the way we wanted it to.
I personally like very much the idea of the cover with no title and no band logo. Can you tell us something about this enigmatic cover of the new album?
Yeah, John Levin has always been bugging me about calling Storm, you know. I think he even called me before Start From the Dark. Joey, you have to check out his website. He's really good, you know. You know how he did all the famous ones in the 70s and 80s? Yeah, I know. So this time I told Petri to call it and see if he was interested. Because, you know, you never know if he's interested. He said, yeah, that'd be great. So he wanted to hear some demos. We sent him demos of 4 or 5, maybe 6 tracks. Among them was Secret Society. So we didn't say anything else, but he started painting ideas. He did 10 drawings, and we had to vote and pick one. And everybody picked this one. Yeah, this one here. And everybody pointed that. Yeah, let's do that. It's fantastic with Secret Society. It's absolutely crazy, and it will be puzzling, and it will live for a long time. You can look at it back in 10 years and still be like, what the hell is that? So it's those kind of albums that we grew up with, that we liked, that you can always question, that you can always... Because if you have faces of the band on the cover, we realize that the album dates very quickly. It becomes part of a time or a year. Whereas if you do something else, a bit different, like Pink Floyd used to do, or they seem to live a long time, and that's a little bit the philosophy we have. And also the inner I've seen it now, I saw it the other day, it's really good. Some drawings behind the lyrics, it's some strange drawings, and there's really beautiful done. So there's more to it than just the cover. That's how we have it.
Okay. And now it's time to tell me why a non-Europe fan should buy Secret Society.
I think it's
I
think it's the best rock album that's ever been recorded in Scandinavia to start with. That's one reason. Another reason is that Europe is finally finding, you know, a way of expressing ourselves in lyrics and in music. I think we're one of the few bands that actually are sort of a turn around and making better stuff. Usually the earlier years are the best with bands, but I think Europe's sort of finding a way of maybe getting really good stuff done now, and this late in the career, and it's kind of fun.
Okay. Now a couple of questions about the just released new DVD, Live in Sweden.
Yeah.
New DVD Live in Sweden has been released the day before yesterday for the Scandinavian market. Apart from the great present to have finally Europe Live at So now on a remastered Dog Digital, so thank you very much for this, and even longer than the Japanese release. What can you tell us about the rest of the contents?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not too excited about the gig. I mean, it's 20 years ago. It was a good gig, but you know, I'm more excited about the gig at Hammersmith than Live from the Dark, for instance. But I have to say that the interviews are quite interesting, because we talked a lot about the period around Fucking Count and how we felt, what we did, and about that gig as well, about that period in our lives. So in that sense, it's quite interesting. And there's a funny bit too when we go and revisit Powerplay Studios outside Zurich. I think it's after a show, and we're a little bit happy, and we're sort of walking around looking at the piano where Carrie was played, and the tape recorder where it was recorded, where we slept, and where we ate, and where we lived basically when we were sort of 20, 21 years old doing that album. That's the most fun part for me anyway. The gig is not so fun for me, but I like the interviews and the extra material. I suppose it's good to do something that's 20 years.
Yes, of course. And what about the new unreleased track, Where Men Walk There? Was it written as instrumental or it's just unfinished?
It's unfinished basically, yeah. We were in the studio in Zurich, I think, I remember. We had, how many songs is it on Final Countdown? 11 or 12? 11, right? It was supposed to be 12, but we ran out of time, and also I couldn't come up with anything good. I didn't think it was good enough to put the lyrics onto it. I don't even remember now the lyrics for it. I remember maybe small bits, but it's not good enough. So we thought it would be nice to just have it on as an instrumental now.
Okay, now some questions about the next live Scandinavian tour. Have you ever thought about playing a song that you never played live? Which song and why?
A Europe song, or?
Yes, please.
That we never played before. We're going to start in a week, and it's going to be quite a few discussions because we have 7 albums to choose from now. And, maybe we will look at some song. What we're going to try to do this tour anyway is try to shift from night to night a little bit more than we used to, because we're very sort of organized like that. We tend to stick to certain song lists for a long time, and our light engineer gets very frustrated when we change too much as well, because he has to reprogram everything. But that's not a good enough reason not to change. But what we're going to try to do is switch things around and maybe try different songs, different evenings. At least after a while, when we get going. The first few shows maybe we have to stick to the same. We haven't thought about any special songs yet, but we'll see, maybe.
Okay. Can I ask you to say at least 1 or 2 songs you were playing on the last tour you're not going to perform again, and why?
Ooh, I don't know. Unfortunately, some of the songs from Start From The Dark may not be able to play again. Because we want to play some stuff from Secret Society. And obviously we want to play old songs as well, so we probably won't be able to play that many from Start From The Dark. But I don't know which ones are going yet.
Okay, so how many new songs are you going to perform live?
Hopefully 3, 4, maybe
4 of the new
maybe
album.
5 even. We haven't decided yet.
You haven't decided.
No.
Okay, so just the interview, we can stop the interview here, of course. If you can do some short greeting message to the Europe supporters club.
Hello, this is Joey here. I'm saying hello to everyone at the Europe Supporters Club. Thank you for all your support over the years, and I'm sure we'll see you soon on tour. And yeah, see you soon. Ciao.